two guys in the main event, you know, they've been telling us all week they believe it's a #1 contender fight, but we just saw Conor get cleared yesterday. So what do you say to that? I mean, is Conor the right guy for Khabib right now, or are these guys fighting for a #1 contender?
Listen, this fight definitely needed to happen. I think this is the perfect time for it to happen. The fight everybody wants to see is Conor and Khabib. That's the fight.
When do you really think that can happen?
I don't know.
Sooner rather than later, I hope.
Sooner than later.
Will Conor face any repercussions? I mean, you said in the beginning we're going to let the legal process play out, and then we'll make our decision.
Conor has faced a lot of repercussions. Conor's lost a lot of money and a lot of time. And yeah, Conor and I are good. We're good.
We're here in October in Vegas. Might be possible. Is that soon possible for that fight?
That would be awesome.
Adi said you were in the red zone for those negotiations that they've been having for the last couple of weeks. How much talk has there been leading up to what happened this week?
Well, yeah, there's been a lot of talk leading up to this. Especially, once we knew how this thing was going to play out for him in New York. Yeah, I agree with what he said. We're all in a good place.
We saw Tony Ferguson this week on social media doing his best Spider-Man impression, doing flips and all kinds of crazy stuff already. When do you think we're going to see this guy back? Is he on track to fight this year?
Yeah, I would love to put him on the same card as Khabib and Conor. Yeah.
I believe he's fighting Khabib on December 6th. I was told the date. Now I forgot. I think it's December 6th in Las Vegas. I think that's what I heard. So, until that officially comes out, until they have their contracts and the big press release, I guess, how do you guys like to act? Like we don't know that they're going to fight? I mean, it seems everywhere I go, even doing my own media, I get asked about Khabib. And some of it when I was doing it because I'm getting ready to fight a Russian and Khabib is a Russian. And that was kind of how they tied it all together. But it's like, guys, you can go ahead and say it. That's just a fun fight, and we're all looking forward to it. It's a fight that needs to happen for that division. But it does feel a little bit as though the media is so behind on this one. I mean, I keep hearing questions about, will these guys fight? Are you kidding me? Will they fight? I'm told they're going to fight December 6th in Las Vegas, but take that off the... Yes, they're going to fight.
I think Jeremy Stevens has it. I think that Jose Aldo, he's another one of those guys like old school. It just feels like some of these guys are going out and, yeah, I mean, I don't really know any other way to...
That's crazy. That's crazy that you say that. And again, going back to the top of the show, Jose Aldo is going to be another guy that's probably getting close to retirement. Again, that's not said with any disrespect. He's just been around forever. And he's a long time reigning champ, and he isn't anymore. But Jose Aldo's still incredible. And if you look at his career, the only people that beat him recently was Conor McGregor. He came back and beat Frankie Edgar in a very dominant fight. It was a very technical fight, but he just beat Frankie Edgar everywhere. And then he got beat off Max Holloway twice.
Yeah.
Max Holloway is incredible. And, he lost to the same person twice. It was back-to-back rematches. So, really, there's no shame there. He lost to two champions. Conor was a two-weight champion. Max is a dominant champion. Although, unfortunately, I'm hearing that he maybe had a stroke. But Max Holloway is denying that. But either way, I hope he's going to be okay. But Max Holloway is an incredible fighter, and Jose Aldo just lost to him twice. So it's not like he should be put out to pasture as a fighter. But then that's the general consensus now, that he's kind of damaged goods and his best days are behind him. Jeremy Stevens is a good fighter, and I know you're probably going to say, well, he's got knockout power and this and that. But still, Jose Aldo is one of the best technical fighters we've seen in this sport.
Yeah.
The problem for Jose Aldo as well is that, as I said, he is coming off those two losses to Max Holloway, and they were crushing defeats. It's not like he got caught. It's not like he got caught in an armbar. Max Holloway beat him from the opening bell until the referee dragged him off him.
Yeah.
And it was a systematic beatdown. He beat him on the feet. He beat him up pretty well on the feet. He backed him up against the fence. He gave him a lot of punishment. Aldo went down. Holloway followed him down and just crushed him on the ground. The ground and pound was phenomenal. And then he got another rematch. He got an immediate rematch, and the same thing happened to him. And the reason I'm saying that, I'm bringing that up as a bad thing, you take that into your next fight, and his last two fights, he got beat down. So he's going to have to overcome a lot of, inner demons in this fight. To go out there and still believe in yourself and still put on the type of performances that you have done in the past is going to take a lot of mental toughness coming back after those 2 defeats. So for that reason, you're going to, the balance kind of tips a little bit in Jeremy Stephens' favor because of that. As you rightly said, his confidence will be at an all-time high. 3 good wins, big knockout last fight, and he's earned his way into this spot. Whereas Aldo is still trying to prove that he belongs. He's still trying to prove to the world that he's still one of the best. So it's an interesting position because that might really motivate you and bring out the best in you, or it might subconsciously allow you to slide and just get beaten.
Is Jose Aldo as good as he was 4 years ago and the guys have just gotten better, or has Jose Aldo already started declining? I don't really know. I'm just sort of gambling on that kind of happening now, and it sort of seems to be about the time when he seems to be on the tail end of his career.
Well, that's precisely what he is. He is on the tail end of his career. Now, far be it from me, again, it seems like I've said this about 5 different people this episode, but I'm not saying he should retire. But when someone's been a long-time champion like that, they lose the belt, and then I was going to say starts racking up the losses, but he's not racking up the losses. Yes, he's lost 3 out of his last 4. But that was the one to McGregor where he lost the belt. Then he beat Frankie Edgar, and then he lost 2 to Holloway. That was the same fight. So realistically, it's like he's only lost 2, if you know what I'm saying. He only lost to 2 people. So it's not racking up the losses at all. But he has been around forever. And at some point, you got to walk away from the sport, much like I did, just like Rashad did. At some point, you say enough is enough. Now, if he wins on Saturday night in good fashion, if he looks great, if he looks like the Jose Aldo of old, if he looks like the Jose Aldo that beat Frankie Edgar at UFC 200, stick around because you still got it. If he loses to Jeremy Stephens, and again, not that there's any shame in losing to Jeremy Stephens, but if he loses 4 out of 5, that would have never been heard of or thought of in the past. If he loses 4 out of 5, maybe it's time to start thinking about retirement.
Yeah.
This fight got put together super fast. And before I even signed this bout agreement, which, by the way, I did yesterday, the announcement came out yesterday. The flyers came out yesterday. UFC had that shit ready. They just knew I was going to say yeah. So, where my hair wraps at though? Yeah, so as I did all that, these guys was already working on training partners, game plan, strategy, timing, flights, Airbnbs. Man, it pays to have people that you really, really can get down with to have your back. So, love you guys. Appreciate you guys. If Till misses weight, we still gonna fight. It just won't be a world title fight for him, and he'll have to forfeit a percentage of his purse. This is a big fight for him. It's a world title opportunity. My gut says he's gonna rise to the occasion. Whatever problems he had in the past with making weight, I believe he's gonna make it. It's too big of an opportunity for him not to, and I'm not gonna hold up the fight. 1 or 2 pounds ain't gonna really change the dynamic and the outcome of the fight. So I'm going to go into it confident, not worried about that. It's enough that he brings to the table from a fighting standpoint that I need to focus on defense, counter offense, striking, punching with him. Put my focus on that, not on whether he's going to make weight or not. That's an uncontrollable variable. I don't focus on those. I only focus on variables I can control. How you see the fight ending, man? I think, what's up, Ocean? How you doing, my man? I was going to hit you up if it was going to be Queefington so we can get some wrestling in. That dude got terrified. That boy bumped all them gums and went mute like a mug. I see the fight ending in the stoppage. I think I'm more patient. I'm more sharp. He has power. If anybody would have a power that was close to mine in the division, I would have to say it's him. So definitely he got power, but I've never ran from that. You're big money. I'm a big monkey. Do I want a banana boy? See? Ninjas like you, boy. Ninjas like you. Everybody raid Jordan _317. Ain't this dude, his nickname is a gorilla. How you going to try to bring that monkey business to me?